It's Hops and Rose, and today for you guys I have a video on how I fixed my closure that I overplucked and how I got this install, and plus how I got my curls to pop like this. So this here arrived inside of a UPS bag. No, it was FedEx, and inside the FedEx bag was that pink bag, and the wig was inside of the pink bag just like that. So that's how packaging is. The wig pattern was fire AF when it came out. I did wash it because it did have the smell. Like, none of my wigs smelled like that before I washed it, and everything was fine. I'm cutting off these clips. You have to be really careful because this is, I say careful weird, I'm sorry. But this is really a machine-made wig, so it's really hard to pull those out. So you gotta snip it in a certain way. I like to snip the ends first and then just pull it up the rest of the way. And I cut those out because I feel like they pull your hair, which they actually do, and they hurt. So I just take them out and I use the little drawstring in the back. It's way better. So you guys are about to see where I overplucked the wig at. I don't know who I thought I was. I thought it was Arrogant Tay or something. And I'm plucking it. I'm like, oh, I'm about to do a plucking video for y'all. But guess what? It turned into how to fix overplucking because I played myself. Anyways, you have to bleach those knots, ladies. So I got this little pack from the beauty supply store. And I didn't even use all of it. And I got some developer with 30 volume. And I left that on for about 10 minutes. And then it was time, you know, to put that wig on. But you know, you gotta do this so your wig can blend in way better, so you don't see them little knots, because girl, we can see those. You probably think we can't, but we can. And when you apply that bleach, make sure you're not pushing the brush down too hard because you don't want bleeding. I did have just a tad bit of bleeding, but not a lot. So guys, be very gentle when you are brushing that bleach on to that base. Once again, I let that sit on for about 10 minutes. Now I'm going to be applying some Got2b to my edges. Before I apply the Got2b to my edges, I apply some castor oil to my edges and to my scalp. I don't know what happened to that clip though. But ignore the white that's about to come. I had to wash my hair because I've been doing videos with wigs like back to back to back. But I didn't want to wash it before this video because I was going to the beach. I was going to have to wash my hair again. So I was like, no, we're not doing that. We're just going to be crusty and dusty. So I'm going to make sure to put that wig to the tightest it can go. And then I'm going to put that on because, like I said, I took those clips out so I don't have that extra security. So I want the wig to be, you know, super tight. Now I'm just going to be taking that wig and making sure it fits on my head right. And I'm going to take some water and spray it back to get all those flyaways for when I'm about to put my wig on. I like to make sure everything is nice and neat in a way so I don't have to deal with all them extra hairs, because if I gotta deal with them, my front tool, or you know, closure for this instance, will be looking crazy. So I'm just gonna put some Got2b to just, you know, secure those flyaways evenly. Okay, now it's time to pull that closure back, and I'm gonna be taking Ghost Bond. I'm gonna be taking one layer of this, a thin layer, but not too thin, you know, just a perfect normal layer, I guess then. And I'm just gonna apply that to the area where the frontal, well, closure, I keep saying frontal because I'm always doing frontals, where the closure will lay. Now I'm just gonna blow dry that on cool. I be trying to use hot, but that should be too hot sometimes, so I'm just gonna use cool. Now I'm just gonna pick my top up and put my top down, period. Now I'm gonna take the toothbrush to pull back the flyaways and also push that closure into my skin so it could be, you know, melted or whatever. Now it's time to get into cutting. So to make your closure look like, you know, a frontal-ish, you want to cut those end pieces off. Like, you see I'm cutting diagonally down. You want to cut off that hard piece I'm about to show you right now. Yep, that piece, you want to get it out of there. I'm just gonna blow dry that piece to make sure my frontal glue is all the way dry. I keep saying frontal closure, my closure glue. Now I'm just gonna cut off that extra lace and make sure you're moving your scissors in an up and down motion, kind of zigzaggy, so it doesn't have a hard straight hairline. Now time for the baby hairs. You know what's crazy? Like, I've never done baby hairs on myself so easily, and I figured out how to now, and I'm just so excited. And yeah, your girl about to be baby haired out, so I just gotta learn how to do them a little better, but I'm happy I actually can, you know, get them onto my head. I'm just gonna tweeze out a little bit to make it a little more natural looking. I'm only doing 2 pieces because I can't do the middle, because you see I plucked too much in the middle. I'm just gonna cut those baby hairs, and I'm gonna be using Got To Be gel. I'm doing 2 as well because it looks more natural to my real baby hairs. I'm moving that piece out the way because I noticed it was gonna be too big. I don't want 2 big ass swoops on the side of my head. No, I do not. I'm gonna look stupid. So I'm just repeating the same steps on the other side of my head. You gotta play with them baby hairs, girl. You gotta do a lot to make them look right. You guys see what I mean by play? Like, that one that was looking big as fuck. It was giving Spanish girl from the Bronx vibe. So I had to, you know, fix that. So now it's time for this part. I have an issue with, like, never parting in the middle of my head. Like, I could just never figure out what my middle part is. But anyways, now it's time to fix the over plucking. So we're gonna start by pulling all of our hair back, and we're gonna be taking some black eyeshadow on a brush, or whatever color your weave is, on a brush. And you don't want to put too much eyeshadow on the brush at a time. You just want to be lightly, you know, adding layer and layer and layer. So that's what I'm doing right now, just piling on each layer, but not doing too much because I don't want to put too much in this black. You don't want that black looking like you done spray paint in your head. You don't want that. You want it to look nice and natural. I'm going to take a little bit of that black and just cover up some of that bleeding that happened from bleaching those knots. Now I'm going to apply some Got To Be so none of that hair moves. So, like, everything is just stuck in place, even the eyeshadow. Make sure you guys, you know, be light with it, but, you know, also rub it in because it does give it a natural effect. As you guys can see, like, it kind of looks like here now. Now I'm going to be taking a fawn concealer, and I'm just going to be putting that in my part. I'm not applying too much, even though it looks like it. I'm just going to take my finger and push that in. I'm just going to flick it in the front and rub that out because I don't want a hard-ass line because that makes it look really fake. I'm going to take my brush and just pull it over so the part doesn't look like, you know, so hard. And I'm just going to apply my scarf and do my makeup. Then I'm going to come back, take my scarf off, and just do some final touches. So I'm back after my makeup. This will be the next video uploaded, by the way, so if you want to see this makeup look. stay tuned. I'm just going to be taking a brush and just making that part even more defined and like sweeping it out. And I'm just going to take some concealer, just a tad bit, and that's what I'm doing right here, rubbing it on the sides so it could blend it in better. And for styling, I'm just gonna make this hair really wet because I like my curls to be all the way elongated. So I'm just gonna drench that in water. Then I'm going to be taking this Miss Jessie's Pillow Soft Curls and I'm going to blend that all through my hair. This is the best thing I've used on my curly wigs. I feel like this keeps the curl, like, you know, defined the longest and doesn't make your hair as puffy. So this is great. This is what I'll be using in all my curly wigs from this day forward. Thank you guys for sitting through this video with me. Like I keep saying, every time I'm on YouTube, I feel like I'm learning something new about my hair, makeup, etc, etc. This hair is really good though. I'm just gonna touch up on that real quick. It does not tangle, like it has not tangled at all. Like I've been having no tangling problems. So so far I would recommend this hair, and the curl pattern, as you guys can see, is beautiful. So yeah, that's for my initial review, a little quick initial review. There's nothing really wrong with this hair at all. Everything was fire. The only problem I had is me over plucking the closure, but I easily fixed that, as you guys seen in this video. And if you guys want to join this little YouTube journey with me and join the realest family on YouTube, please click that subscribe button. See you guys in the next one.